Okay, guy, coming into. Mr. Charles is just coming in. Add him too. Okay, please give me 1 minute. I'll need to check on YouTube. Okay, we are live now. We're live now on YouTube. Good afternoon. Thank you for being the Probation Hall. We appreciate all our participants. Please can give me 100 if you can hear me. It's all our speakers. They are already here in the house with us. So, and the time, you just have to go right away. Well, kind of a quick recap. Yesterday, we talked about the opportunities that are available and the platforms and the institutions. And I know that many of us were advantage of the information. So, today, please, uh, YouTube, can you please in the chat room give me 100? Please kindly give 100 just to be sure that we don't waste time to the stuffs we have. So since we are live and the confirmation before our first speaker, please. All right, thank you. So without wasting time, let's welcome our first speaker. It's Mr. Emeka Odebeli, the Pistis Leadership Institute. Pistis Leadership Institute have the track record in raising leaders, not just leadership and business, and there have been testimony. So we will hear from our first session today on our topic and what and the things we can, what the opportunities with Business Leadership Institute. Welcome, Mr. Now, let me just, I think it's better I just do introduction of all our speakers. of course, I've got Mr. Mika Kinos from PLL, and we have the CEO 8th Mr. Damilola is in the house as well, and we have Mr. Charles. Uh, will be joining us as well, speaking, taking a session. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. So let's have Mr. Emeka. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Um, like I've been introduced, my name is Emeka Odibeli, and I work with Pistis Life and Leadership Institute. Basically, one of the things that excites me about being in this environment is the fact that we're seeing the great strides that BHA is having in the lives of many young people across Africa. And we are glad that there is a platform that is passionate about seeing that we can redirect our young people right. I want to say thank you, Mr. Blessed. God bless you. It's an honor to be here, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity. On a general scale, we see that some years back, it used to be India and China providing most of the outsourcing jobs on the earth. But today we have a Nigerian surge that is coming in, and there are a lot of opportunities here and there. So we are no longer tied to traditional jobs. We're no longer tied to if you graduate, you must carry your CV and find something to do. Rather, from even the moment you get your admission into a higher institution, there are opportunities that can even sustain you through school and beyond, which is a big game changer. So it's good to know that the concept of the winning African youth today is not the lack of opportunity, but being able to harness the opportunities around them by opening themselves to learning, engagement, and information gathering. And these things, to me, I believe, are the new norms around literacy. So literacy to me is not about how many books you know, how many exams you got an A in, is how much information you have access to. What is the level of information harvest your network is bringing your way? How much leverage are you getting from people around you, from the kind of information they are sourcing with the power of the internet around you, power of social media, power of the web, taking advantage of it to be able to convert your local hemisphere into a global opportunity or a global stage. So the concept is information. Second is openness to learning. I went to university, and when I was supposed to be graduating, I lost most of my results because I had a clashing rate number with someone. And over time, I had to spend some years to be able to get that degree back. So I noticed that if I was going to wait for the period of my degree harvest to position myself for life, I was going to be disadvantaged. So I started chasing every form of learning. I was volunteering from one place to the other to pick up new skills. I was connecting myself to different master classes, different conferences, just to be able to learn. And this conference in itself is an opportunity for you to be able to pick up fresh information that can be useful to you. And before my degree results finally came into my hand, I had over 100 certifications in digital skills, digital transformation, leadership development, enterprise development, etc. And over the years, I found myself working in platforms like the Grow with Google program, the CBN Enterprise Development Centers, the Delta State government, and here I am with Business Life and Leadership Institute. So if I was going to wait for my certificates, I wouldn't be here. But here I am, and it's an opportunity. It's just a testament to the power of exposure with learning. So if you don't, sometimes you hear that there are some conferences, they are very expensive, you can't afford to pay. Why don't you volunteer? You can be an usher in that conference. You can be a photographer in that conference. What does it give you access to? It gives you a ticket into the room. It gives you an opportunity to hear what every other person that's paid is hearing. So take advantage of opportunities to expand what you know. Do you understand? So the concept of today's leader is a continuous learner, lifelong learning. So you are not tied to have a degree in microbiology like me that I've not used. and have a degree in many courses you are even taking in university today are becoming obsolete as the time is evolving. We keep hearing the chants of AI is taking over jobs, AI is taking over jobs. AI is taking over jobs of people that do not know how to use AI, and taking over jobs of people that do not have secondary skills beyond what they traditionally knew that can be solved with AI. So the concept is evolution. So the clarion call today is wake up, change rooms. If your friends in your circle are not growing, they are not helping you, change your friends. If your local ecosystem is not helping your transformation, not helping your evolution, change your local network. Change your net. Be intentional about it. Reason is because there's a traditional cliche that says your net worth is a product of your network. So the question is your network helping your network currently? If it is not, change room, change your circle, be intentional about that. Then another thing I will say is we are hearing about opportunities here and there, hearing about opportunities. We know that it's not everyone you can afford, but at the same time, there's something about keeping your ear loop in an environment where information is coming. Why? Because scholarship opportunities are coming, free learnings are coming, free skills are coming. There are free tools everywhere. Currently, we have the Grow with Google program. I think you can Google it while I speak. The Grow with Google program is open to help anybody upskill to any extent. It's not for tech skills only. It has work skills. It has life skills. It has employability skills beyond just the transition of tech. So while we're looking at the tech evolution, the tech harvest, we're also looking at you picking up basic life skills, picking up basic work skills. Because at the end of the day, even if you know how to code, you still need to work with the team, life skills. You still need to be able to evolve yourself into managerial roles, work skills, effective leadership skills. So these skills, however they are made major or minor, are important for your evolution. So you need to be able to position yourself for them. So if you go to the Google Garage or type Grow with Google, Google for Africa, you'll see a lot of free courses. When I mean free, FREE, free. I have to start with the free because one of the things I've observed is that you don't pay for programs and commit to them when you are not able to take advantage of free. So take advantage of the free platforms, take advantage of the free learnings. There's also another school that has a lot of free resources. E-marketing institute. E-marketing institute is doing a lot to be able to help you with basic skills that help you adapt to any work environment. Because currently today you cannot be useful to me as an executive assistant or as a support staff when you do not know how to be able to leverage tech tools. So with eMarketing Institute, you are open to learning. They even have textbooks that are there. They have certificates that also boost your CV. So that's another one. Now, bringing it back home to even the likes of my Business Life and Leadership Institute, we have four schools. We have a School of Enterprise Development. We have a School of Governance and Politics. We have our School of Faith Ministry, and we also have our School of Leadership. The concept is you cannot lead people when you cannot lead yourself. So effective self-leadership is key. And if you don't know the dynamics around it, you will be useless to yourself and to the people around you. So leadership development is not an option, it's a must. So the concept is becoming an effective person so that you can raise effective people that produce effective results in every community you find yourself. Do you understand? So if you are interested in taking any of our programs, our website is www.plli.org. You can drop it in the comment section so that you can see it. www.plli.org, and you can see all our offerings from the free offerings to the paid offerings. And within the next 2 months, we are going to be rolling out a lot of tech courses in partnership with some of the highly respected tech institutions in Nigeria now. We are just refining the products and bringing positioning them to begin to market. From June, the adverts will come out, and before August, the courses will roll out. We're going full. We're creating a full resource center for people that want to learn tech skills. at a very affordable price. Very affordable price, and the market viably competitive prices. So we have that, and we also have our work skills, life skills, leadership skills, two like life kits, where we teach you the basics around working in any environment, life skills, preparing yourself for life and employability as the case may be. Then if you're in any leadership cadre at all, you are managing a team of 10, 5, etc. We have resources for you, and they are very valuable resources. So like I said www.plli.org. So if you are able to visit our website, it will open your eyes to a lot of new stuff. And another thing around it is I want you to understand that life doesn't end now. Life is continuous, and because it is a continuous switch into it, we need to be able to position ourselves to update ourselves constantly. You can visit our resource centers on the internet, LinkedIn, LinkedIn, Twitter, PLI Online. You will see that we constantly are updating new thoughts, new snippets as are important to your development. So the concept I'm saying and I'm telling you now, beyond going to PLI, the ORG, and all the other platforms I mentioned, is devote yourself to continuous learning, devote yourself to constant upskilling, devote yourself to building intentional circles that will support your growth and your transition. As much as it's good to have a first class and finish school excellently, and just understand that in the big picture, where life is going to play its role in your life, it's going to take you beyond what you're doing with school. It's going to take you beyond what you have on your certificates. At that point, you will now have to play with leverage. And leverage is going to be your best bet when it comes to opportunities, information, and the people you roll with. Because at the end of the day, they either will knock you down or they will lift you up. So be very intentional about that life transition and what it's going to do for you. So whatever all the other speakers are going to say as it connects to opportunities, you need to understand that you have to be intentional about it. You have to move from place to place. You have to make sacrifices for it. Like I said, if you cannot afford it, volunteer. Make sacrifice to find yourself in those spaces and pick up something. Because at the end of the day, just with that one word may just be the key you require to be able to unlock the rest of your destiny. So, in the midst of all I've said, take that bit home, learn, keep learning, upskill, be intentional about your environment. And like I said, if your environment is not working constantly, be intentional to change room, intentional to change room. So, that's all I have to say. And I hope I've been able to convince and not confuse you. Now, in this life, while the opportunities are rolling themselves around you, be intentional about your growth phase, your learning phase, and how it takes you to your destination. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Wow, that was great. Thank you, Mr. Emeka. That was awesome. Thank you. Just some of the points that I done is volunteer, that you must learn to follow from there. Even if you cannot for a program, you have there's an event. Learn. Then the second one said, we must learn to be intentional. The concept is evolution, so learn to be intentional about your life. Change your circle, change your network. If if the circle you are is not is what is helping, free scholarships available. Leverage on tech tools. Effective leadership is key. Life is continuous, so keep learning, upskilling, keep learning. That is great. So let's have some, and then we have the www.plli.org is the website. So please let's have your question. before we bring up the next speaker, do we have any question, or we just get them together? Question. Okay, we'll come back. Have any question? Just drop on the chat. I have Mr. Damilola Obidairo in the house, the CEO of 8G. 8G is an hub and also a studio. That's another hub, another place that has groomed so many youth. I mean, hundreds of youth have passed through 8G excellently today. I'm talking about global, not just within Lagos. They're doing excellently. I remember new. We talk about that. You get that travel around the whole state, and they travel around the whole nation, and lots of empowerment is going on. So if you don't know, you need to know. That's why we watch all this later and just get yourself ready and fly. So, Mr. Damilola Obidairo, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Blessed. And it was good listening to you, Mr. Maker. I will take the opportunity to not repeat a lot of things that Mr. Maker has said, and he said a lot of powerful stuff that young people should take advantage of. First and foremost, learning never stops, which means that knowledge is everywhere. And every young person today is particularly privileged. Privileged because more than the history of the world has knowledge been, as there is nothing you want to inquire about that you cannot find a YouTube video that actually helps to explain one thing or the other. And of course, it's something that then makes it such that anyone who is coming to the table to bring information to you has to bring something special. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that in today's world, access to knowledge is not the issue. Instead, is how fast you can unlearn, learn, and then relearn. How quickly you can retain, how you can apply knowledge from one domain to another is what will differentiate anybody. Do I know, gone were the days when you are trying to multiply 20 times 253 in your head. There are calculators that do that now. It's gotten even much more complex because there is AI tools and information just at your fingertip on any subject. But herein lies the challenge that we have found out and we're solving for young people. The amount of unfinished courses, especially with self-paced content, abounds. So there's a whole lot of young people, myself inclusive, that will start courses because we are really passionate about it. But we'll find out that somehow, the motivation, the encouragement ends midway somewhere. And we've been able to understand that at the end, that what really causes this is when you are studying in isolation, meaning you are on your own and it's a self-paced content. If it's not short, if it's not quick, there is that risk. There's a potential risk of you dropping the course in between. And that's the reason why we created the community at inkeeper.work, www.inkeeper with a double N.work, for young people to be able to come together and then learn together. It could be virtual, it could be in person, but the whole idea with Inkeeper is to say, don't be on your own and don't walk alone. Come into cohorts and group of people that are learning the same thing that you're learning and then grow together. And we found out that this truly works. Mr. Blazer was explaining to us earlier about some of the things we do at 8Gear. By the way, Inkeeper Talent Accelerator is one of the portfolio companies of 8Gear Hub. So 8Gear Hub is a hub that supports startups and MSMEs and helps them to grow. And that is the added advantage that the 8Gear Hub community brings to the table, because we're not looking at employability just from a supply point of view alone, but also from a demand point of view. meaning that most of the courses that we put out there are on the basis of what we have found that entrepreneurs in our communities or that are reaching out to us are inquiring. So if you in the last in March, for instance, we had needs analysis around MSMEs in all the six southwest states in Nigeria, for instance, and we had opportunity to talk to MSMEs who are potential employers of young people and what their challenges are. We're putting together the report and then creating products to solve that, to solve the challenges that they've identified. Some of those challenges, of course, on the top of the list is access to talent that actually suits and can fit their businesses. So, having established that, I would love to add that in the bouquet of the programs that we run, there are quite a number of programs as you can see on screen. We have programs in backend, cybersecurity and networking, data and artificial intelligence, cloud DevOps, product design, uh, business and digital innovation, where we're talking about things that actually help people become entrepreneurs in their respective fields. We have that available, and what we do is to ensure that the instructor-led approach and the co-op learning approach is top notch. While we have global knowledge, we have some of our courses affiliated with Cisco Networking Academy, so the certifications are global. Flexible payments available. We are one of those that do not necessarily believe that everything has to be free. We believe in young people that understand the value of what it is that they want to take and are willing to either pay upfront in subsidized or pay after they learn. They are willing to take you on to come learn, and then we support you with accessing where you work, and then after you start working and earning, you then begin to pay the value of your courses back. That is available with us. Of course, from time to time we then have scholarships that are opened, but we know that what we provide is not for everyone. It's really for people who genuinely and are interested in, I use the word desperate, to break into the tech space. Of course, expert mentorships are one of the things that we provide. And so, if you want to browse through all of this, these are some of our partners, by the way, that we work with that are able to either offtake talents from us or even provide from time to time scholarship opportunities for you to be able to use. Right? If you want to read this one, it's public www.inkeeper.org as we have in the browser here. Some of the additional things I would say before I yield the floor is that we also then provide soft skills, of course, that allows you understand how to work with people and to grow and thrive working with people. Uh, Inkeeper.work, WORK, work, and not .org, please. www.inkeeper.work, WORK. Okay, so we have soft skills that we provide that enables you understand what is going on, at the workplace. We find out that a lot of employers complain that what they are actually recruiting for is not necessarily the technical skills, because technical skills can be learned on the job. And most of the time, and this is a trade secret I'm sharing with you, a lot of the time the major issues are the softer matters. How teachable are you? How teachable are you? How quickly are you able to learn? How do you work with people? Are you pleasant with people? Are you the kind of person that you put in a team and there is always fight? We put in a team, somebody doesn't like you don't like that person, right? Please, someone is asking that the slide be increased. It's a website, it's not a slide. So www.inkeeper, INNKEEPER.work. If you click on it, you have You have it to, to view at your, the entire web page to view at your pleasure, right? So that is there. We also support with employability skills. Employability skills are basically the things that help you to access your gig that you're seeking. What do I mean? Things like how to write your CV properly, how to, ace an interview, how to optimize your LinkedIn and get your GitHub. If your skill set requires you to have a depository of past projects you've worked on, putting all that together is one of the things that the Inkeeper team will help you to do, and that significantly improves your chances of being employed. And finally, one that is dear to my heart is entrepreneurship skills, meaning we know from our experience that not everyone who comes into the academy will get a job. Some will start an organization that will employ others. And so when we find out people who have that entrepreneurship nudge within, we like to pull them apart into the hub, look for support on how to support the ideas that they have, and give them counsel if we think it's doable. We can let them know. If there are things that you need to pivot, we'll let you know. If you need to go get a job, we'll let you know, right? So the entrepreneurship skill is where the 8 Gear Hub, the power of the 8 Gear Hub then comes in, because then we can help you, support you to your first MVP, and then to you actually launching what it is you're doing. So 3 things, apart from the core technical skills, we do soft skills, employability skills, where I talked about CV writing, LinkedIn optimization, um, even sometimes demo interviews for you to even check yourself and get feedback before the actual real um, interview. I've also mentioned that from time to time we have scholarships that partners bring to the table, but we do not always ask everyone to wait for scholarship. We say, "Come apply." Most of the time, it is the people who are already in the learn now pay later that we even push the scholarships to, because you've already shown interest that you're. See, I'm even willing to pay for this stuff. I just don't have the cash right now, and you're already in the program. You've signed that, say, once I get a job, I will pay back. If the scholarship comes, we trade to you. If you qualify for the scholarship, congrats, right? But we encourage everyone not to use money as an excuse not to get in communities where they can have growth. So the alumni community is one powerful group that I've also found out that at the end of the day, it is not the team at 8 Gear that looks for opportunities for young people. Most young people have gotten jobs because fellow people like them who have gotten jobs in a place find out that there's another opening, and they bring it back to the alumni community to say, guys, they this place, this opening deal, they find product manager, and then their colleagues apply and they're in. So that's the secret for us, building that community and letting that community organically begin to support itself. Of course, the 8 Gear MSME community also then helps us drive employment, meaning that, of course, when any MSME or tech startup in our own community is looking for a talent, the first place we check is the alumni community before we go outside of the community to recruit if you do not find it there. If you find what I've just discussed with you very valuable, I'm trying to see if I can increase the screen for those who are saying they can't see the screen. Please, yet again, it is www.inkeeper.work. INNKEEPER.work. Like I'm going to work, I'm going to office work. WORK. If you click there, you will find this same website, this same information with all our partners, with all the different courses that we have, with all the different payment options. Like I've said, in our flexible payment plans, that you can actually have subsidized payment. You can have learn now, pay later. You can also then have learn now, pay later, and then you can also be kept in the loop if you don't want to take any of them. You just want to register and be there waiting for when the next scholarship comes. You're free to apply, and all the instructions that you need will be there. www.inkeeper.work. That will be all my presentation. Thank you, Mr. Blizzard, for making this happen. I yield the floor.
Wow. Thanks so much, Mr. Damilola. That was great. That was great. Of course, I know of the I understand this, and that's why I said you need to come up on this program, this conference, to be part of it. So, and of course, I know the with the time we have, but perhaps there are some of you new here who will want to say, yes, I know that you have some with the partners. I know there are some projects with the partners, like, and then one with GIZ. So I want to ask is if it's possible you can share, especially for the GIZ and some other stuff that may go to the house. Thank you.
My assumption is that most of the people in this virtual conference are young people who are seeking to go into tech. Is the reason why I streamlined the conversation in this direction. But of course, if we have young people who are running businesses and who want to take advantage of services that are tending towards digitalization, and this is primarily for entrepreneurs. Yes, there are opportunities that are coming your way. I did not prepare to speak about this, but I can share the link to the WhatsApp group with Mr. Blessed. So if you follow Omventa Africa, you will find access to the WhatsApp group to join the Digit Plus Alliance group, which is for SME. And what we're doing there is saying this so that I don't misconstrue some form of support.
We will understand, but at least we will prepare to be part of it because I know the cooking. I understand
Yes,
because I also like what I said. I just feel like there are so many people who don't. Like, there are people that if you ask that, do you know LS? They will ask you who are LSCTF. It's like it's strange. Say GIZ. They say GIZ. So it's like so you'll be wondering that where have you been? You understand? So and that's why it's one of the things that disturb that look, let's have platforms to share this idea. So once at least we've mentioned it, so anybody get all the update. Thank
yeah.
you. So please let's have your questions. If you have any question for Damilola,
Let me
please let's
let
have
me
your
also
question.
add. Now that you mentioned LSTF, let me also add that our physical location is actually we are located in 41 Sandy Road, Ikosi, Secretariat Magodo axis. We're also at number 10 Hughes Avenue at Yaba, and we run what we call Hub 1 at Yaba. Those are our two physical locations. And in these two locations, one thing that LSATF is doing is that if you run a business and you're able to win a space voucher with them, you can walk into any one of those locations and work for free. Use internet, use power, have a dedicated desk to yourself for free. And then, of course, one thing we have done is to ensure that there's also the benefit of the community because we're very big on community. There's also the benefit of the community, there's a benefit of conversations, there's a benefit of potential partnerships that can then flow from there. And LSETF is also one of those that open up um, tech training scholarships from time to time. We do not have one currently running right now at the hub, but there is potential for a number of these scholarships to open. And so, of course, again, it is if you are around, just like Mr. Blazer has said, if you're around, if you're in the community, that is when you can hear about it. So please stay in touch with Onventa Africa and then keep your ears on the ground for these opportunities. Thank you once again, Mr. Blazer.
All right. Thank you so much. Please question. Any question? Right. So okay, I'm trying to check it. Please any question? Okay, so you've heard about that, and please let's we had this to, of course, we're going to have the video, the follow up, the WhatsApp group. We will drop any information we have, like the Jobberman us. We drop the Jobberman stuff on the platform today, and what we'll be doing is anytime we have anything that's going to help to drop. But like what is said, and I mentioned this yesterday, don't wait for free things. Many people always, if you are waiting for free, hey, for me, I have series of certificates. My line was I was in other things, and I, of course, in the ministry. But since two different things, I started I think 2017, 2015, when around 2007, that those period is just like the Yahoo thing. But 2017, I the Facebook learn. We have the Facebook print and what they call it now. There are books. I bought books. Facebook books is a surprise. There are books that you want to learn Facebook. I bought them. That time there was no Instagram before they introduced Instagram. I digital skill certificate, traders board digital skill. I have the certificate. Digital skills for CEO. I have the certificate. Some of them I got scholarship. Some of them I paid. I that time it was we have the what you the HTTPS and with the WordPress, anything coding, everything JavaScript. I went for those sessions. I paid for the pro. And even that time when we pay, you will still come with your data. It's your own data. The instructor will have to come with, because I wanted to, and many people that wanted to learn, and people today can and see, and there are a lot of thank God now we have many of them online. I mentioned that yesterday, if you go on YouTube, there are a lot of things to learn, but there's this kind of the mental laziness. We need to give time. That's why the knowledge, we have knowledge, but you mentioned something. He said, knowledge is not the problem, but how you play with the knowledge, how you play, how you. It's not like you have the knowledge, but what are you doing with it? Do you assimilate? Do you go over? I mean, talking about unlearn and relearn. So this process, let's complete it. You need to get to YouTube, learn, spend time, not saying only on comedy thing, time to really build ourselves. So thank you. I expect us to ask a question, but if you don't have, Mr. Damilola, we appreciate you coming for the program, National Tech Career Virtual Conference, a beginning, and we want to see more. You want to really follow AJ and be part of whatever that is happening. Of course, I was at the magazine there. I used it once and we had some things together. So, of course, and then about coming to use the place free for. There is always a time that LSC take come out with our startup. You can apply for a voucher and you can be able to use the place. There are opportunities outside there. It depends on how you seek for them, how you get them, and how you maximize them. Thank you, sir. Thank you in the house. So, we really appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. To have Mr. Charles now. Okay, I think I just need to follow. So please, if you have any question, kindly drop your question here. We're supposed to start with Mr. Charles right away. And like I said, I've shared something. The Jobberman have soft skill, and they have some other programs they are coming up, which you can take advantage of them. I will share some of the things they sent to me on the WhatsApp group today. And then for someone that has a question around where to do for internship and what have you, or jobs, opportunities that are available on the platform. Just stay there we can be able to help you. I know there was a job opening which I shared, which I dropped there. I dropped it there today. So if you are there and you've seen it, you can take advantage. We want many people to take advantage of things. All right. We're to have Mr. Charles. I just want to follow up. I know he was with us. All right. He couldn't join us yesterday, so he promised to be part of the program today. And while Mr. Emeka was on, I know he entered the studio. Right now, I think can't have him again. So all right, we have to. I don't like keeping people waiting. It's not my style. Just if there's any, I'm going to tell him for anything from TechQuest, I will share with every one of you. We share on the platform. This is our first program on this line. Onvent Africa, it's an event hosting platform, online events. So we plan events, we manage events, we host events. That's one of our products. And I mentioned yesterday we have Aspen Mats. Aspen Mats is a platform for those who want to sell. We have a marketplace, those who want to sell ebooks, and then we say that we help the youth, a platform where you can easily access internship, access job. We're building that. Share we have the lost link for DigiPlus Alliance. I will right away share it with us on the WhatsApp platform. So thank you all for being part of the first edition of National Tech Career Virtual Conference 2025. I think it's the first edition of this kind of conference for us. We've done other programs, but not on the tech career focus. So we appreciate you being part of it. It's for us, we don't take that for granted. It's something. It's something that it's worthwhile, and we say thank you all. And like I mentioned, you will have more updates, more mentorship. We have series of programs, and perhaps you are selling shoes, you are selling bags. Just I will share on the platform, those platforms where you can sell your product. If you publish book, you can sell your ebooks on ebooks.aspenmats.africa. And if you have any request, any way you feel like you can, and like I said, we'll be sharing some jobs opportunities, some openings we share on the platform, and as it starts, we'll let you know you're part of it and also something's coming. So thank you for being part of the program. We'll really appreciate. Thank you all. I would not want to delay us. If we have anything from Mr. Charles, we will share with you. Thank you all. So I will make the video available for those who are not around. And if you want to share with anyone, any of your friends, it will be available. Thank you all.